Hi all, welcome to another chess24 Banter Blitz. Okay, let me show you the amazing voucher code here, Kingscrusher. You get a whopping 15% off if you use this voucher code. Let's mute over here. So I hope audio and visual is okay. So yeah, voucher code Kingscrusher, 15% off. Challenge me and other streamers, grandmasters even. You just turn up 15 minutes beforehand. It goes on our list of challenges, and we can pick them off later then. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go to the challenges. Kaz, morning Kaz. Okay, hi there. So I'm playing knight f6 to start off with, hyper-modern tradition. Let's play a king's Indian. So knight ge2, that's interesting. I did have any thinking about this knight ge2 recently. Yeah, I think there was some neural network games in this line, which I remember. It's a very interesting line, yes. The knight could be a target with a tempo gain h5, h4 later. H4, h3, form pawn. I think I've seen a game with a form pawn attack from... It can reroute that knight. I'll do this form pawn attack. So I got that form pawn. Yeah, that's one thing which might be interesting. So here, okay, I'll move the queen over here. Alright, so c4 is pretty harmless. And is b4 happening? What if I played bishop d7? Am I depriving that knight? Maybe I should play c4 or f6. Oh, that's tricky. When does this knight want to go? I'm going to give the knight f7, just in case this f4 looks pretty devastating. Sometimes, actually, hang on, there's knight g4. Alright, I'll go for, if f4 knight g4 is possible, can I go for queen c7 b5 here? Right. Knight c4 would be possible if I had another knight looking at f3. then knight f3 would be possible. But at the moment, yeah, the bishop's okay. Let's just move the queen. Oh, now, don't tell me f4 traps my knight on h5. Yeah, this looks like that's the scenario. Oh well. I just dropped a knight, okay, for a pawn. I'm going to drop another piece on my f4 knight f3 check. And that might not be dropping another piece immediately. If I take here. So it's one pawn for a knight, not brilliant. I'm going to lose the g pawn now. Unless I give this big, okay, yeah, losing the g pawn. Let's lose the g pawn. Seems lesser evil because this gigantic pawn here. No, I'm in big trouble. Yeah, my king's not safe or anything. I would have thought the f-file is pretty dangerous, yeah. Get ready to evacuate over here. King E8. This is grim. F4 king. It's grim. King E8. Oh, can I get, if I get a knight, bishop to E5. Okay. Bishop F6. It looks grim. Grim. I'm not really sure what I can do. I guess the queen's off. Maybe B5, B4. Is that something? Uh-oh. I kick this. Deprive the rooks coming on the 7th, maybe. Is it possible B5, B4 does anything? Maybe bishop over here to E4 later. To hit E4. That's the only thing I can see. But in the meantime, if these rooks doubled, there's also that dangerous pawn now. Maybe, I don't know. Do I go here or not? King C7. I think I have to stop this pawn. It's not great. If bishop G6, then F6 is happening. If my rook was over here, no, if my king was over here. Okay, I have to stop F6, I think. Can I do something with the bishop at all? So as mentioned, B4. Oh, F6. Oh, I see. F6 is being pushed through. That's not very nice. So I'm losing a piece. Or getting mated. I think the only practical chance is B4 rook H4, rook F4 or something. It's not much of a chance. I wonder if I wait for rook F7, if rook H4, rook E4. And there's knight G3. Unfortunately, knight G3 covers F1. But at least like, the rook's behind the pawn. There might be the possibility of rook F2, rook B2 with this form pawn. This is like major swindle mode if I can get a swindle here. The only thing, rook F2, rook C2, rook C1. The only thing, I mean, it's been an excellently played game, but it's like 20 seconds now. So this gives me a practical chance, I feel. Maybe I'm deluded. Right. if I get my king up to f3, there's bishop h5, right? So I was on the rook c2, rook c1. I think I'm back in the game a bit. Alright, yeah. Sorry, yeah, okay. I don't know. That was bad, wasn't it? Oh, that was bad. There is a risk in that line of f4 or g4, and I completely oblivious to the threats earlier. Completely oblivious. Okay, this is why I'm drinking a bit of coffee. I'm hoping this next game is a bit better. Playing Smith Morrow just for a bit of fun here. This is Moxie Binds setup. I'll strengthen c4. Okay. The possibility of f4 at some point, it seems very unlikely at the moment. In fact, do I actually even want to play h3? It weakens these dot squares. This is too much, I think, maybe, to go for f4 with h3 and f4. I'm just weakening h3, knight h5 as an example. So probably a different plan, which without touching my dot squares might be an idea. Just try and maybe increase this discouragement of d5 here. So bishop b1. Okay, I think I'm ready for cd. My queen's in the wrong place though as well. I think the queen wants to be on f2 away from this rook x-ray. So queen f2 would be interesting. It's too late, is that? I'm too late with that. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. I wonder if I can play CD, F4, E5. I'm going to try this. So with the idea of E5, I want to keep the bishop hemmed in. I might end up losing the dark square bishop. There's bishop C5. Okay. Although tactically, hold on a sec. Knight E3. Is that E takes the knight takes F1? I probably have to, lose this bishop. I wanted to keep this hemmed in. Alright, so intriguing. Is it possible that this bishop's dangerous here on b1? Sometimes losing a bishop of a certain colour, the other squares are of interest. So queen h3. And then maybe e6. Queen h3 looks at h7. I think there's also the possibility of knight f5. So queen h3 here looks tempting. E6 looks very tempting. to sort of dislodge this defensive pawn chain, and maybe even win the bishop, potentially. Okay, so losing that dark square bishop on e3 maybe wasn't the end of the world. So I'll take f5, try and open up the lines with f5. So immediately fg, queen h7, because that knight's pinned. Let's say queen e5 as an example. Actually, maybe I should have considered queen e6. Nevertheless, this looks interesting for queen h7. Queen h7, queen g6. So the knight's pinned. Queen g6 here. Now there is bishop f5 for knight e6. And this is anything stronger. I could kick this queen back first. With that loses the knight on c3. Okay, let's just take here first. I can maybe the rook e1, or queen g3 gets the queens off. And queen g3. Now my king's a bit in danger here. I wonder if I get it out somehow. G4. Hell. Bishop h3 looks passive. It's not ideal. G4, rook a8, king h2, rook h8, king g4. This is not ideal. Don't know. I'm stuck. Okay, bishop e4, king a7. My king. Ow! I don't know. You know what? I'm just getting rid of this bishop. I just want some king safety in this position, without these raking bishops at my king. I've got rook h4 now, for example. This was just a practical decision to give back the exchange. I just wanted an easier life, so I gave back the exchange. I just don't want to be mated with a rook. Okay, this is an easier life, I think. It's opposite colored bishops though. Okay. All right. Thanks for the game. Yeah, that was looking dangerous. I mean, I'm just thinking it's not comfortable because if I don't sack the exchange, as an example, I'll just give you an example. So you got this bishop here, and you got this bishop holding this. So say I did this. Say black does this. I guess there's always bishop e3, but say I did this, then you can see like some of the dangers. That's like check and like mating. That's checkmate. So I mean, and if I played g4, this doesn't seem to help matters. I mean, although I guess the checks run out. There's king f2, so maybe, I mean, there's a check here, and then it's like, well, it's perpetual, isn't it? Because if I go here, it looks as though there's like, okay, this looks dangerous. These bishops look pretty dangerous, so I'm swapping an easier to play position for a bit of material there. Okay. Rakesh. Like that. H3 is a bit timid. There are much more aggressive ways to play it instead of H3, which really scare me. Actually, I have been losing in this line recently with black. In blitz. So I'm wondering, the way it's been played, I'm wondering if I ever play g4 and knight d4, this is dangerous. Right, giving up the light square bishop, that's an interesting decision. So I'm wondering about g4 coming up. D takes g4. Is g4 any use around here? G4 here. Knight e4. Maybe I take the queens off there. Bishop takes, holds f4. With a bit of a pawn mess from the opening. So let's say bishop f5 and rook ad8. Would it be good to play rook ad8? Well, I like having the form pawn. Although knight h3, I'm taking an f3. Have a quick look at this. g3 takes f3. Is that sufficient? I mean, it might be. Okay, it's possible that this is dangerous for bishop c5, bishop d3. I'll just tickle this c5 square. Or not. Okay. Get the rook on in the center. Maybe rook e2 is handy. Rook e2, bishop e5. Rook e2 and bishop e4. I wonder, okay, this I guess I can't get to this diagonal very easily, but how about c6 and then bishop c7 to b6? Yeah. Okay. Good one. Good one. Unless bishop d3 is useful. I suppose there's rook f3. So I believe that. Okay, I believe that for a moment. I'll just put this back and I'm trying for this bishop over here. Oh God. Although rook e2, hang on, rook e2 seems, why don't I go with rook e2 for a moment? And then bishop f5 and then bishop b6. So bishop f5 to stop the knight for a moment. And then bishop b6 and then g4. Oh. Yeah. Well, maybe bishop e4, knight g5, rook g2, and if rook f2, there's bishop b6. If there's bishop f2 though, bishop f2. There might be g4 here. Knight g5, g3. G. Okay, there's that. I think still g3 is incoming for rook g2. Rook g2. Right. So here, there's rook f2, king g1. I wonder if there's all right. Okay. Thanks for the game, Rakesh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the King's Gambit style is a bit dangerous. Okay. Try King's Engine or maybe Chat Baloney. I've had some results sometimes in Chat Baloney territory. Is it possible I could have played for b5? That's interesting. I think b5, because the bishop's over here, is not as solid actually, this b5 plan. So that's interesting. Although, hang on, there's an invasion of rook a7 on the cards. Okay. Or not. My rook. Well, rook g8 protects the rook. Is there... okay, I'll keep the rook protected. Or cheekily threaten bishop a5 check, the way he's played it first, to win the rook. Okay, protect the rook. There's knight g5 to think about. Hang on a sec, knight g5 is a pain. Then stop knight g5, and then rook g8, and then bishop somewhere. He's potentially got, okay. Stop this entry point. Although, am I losing the rook to anything? C4 for bishop d4, bishop c3. Bishop takes c3, b takes. Is there anything else to consider? Rook b8. Okay, so rook g8, knight g8, rook a8, knight e7. So I've got a plan of c4, bishop d4. If things bishop c3, bishop c3. It's possible. That's interesting. C4 for bishop c3 takes. Right, c4 stops knight d3 anyway. Bishop c3 is never going to take over there on d4 because of these passed pawns. If I can get in knight e7, where does the knight go? Anything better for the knight? Does f5 a take? Try and get that g4 square. Oh, he's winning c4. Okay. I think I have to hit his centre pretty hard. Otherwise, yeah, maybe knight taking and then knight f6. Otherwise, I'm not getting much counterplay. Alright, so if I played knight f6 here, and if I took, do I get the g4 square? And this is anything better than taking. Can I just take his rook's committed? And he's got rook c6 after with the dark square bishop. Maybe if I take, hang on a sec. Is that really the case? Anything stronger with rook a7? This is knight b5, rook a2. Alright, let's see if I can commit his rook to e4 duty. For knight e3. Okay, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? Can I get the rook behind the pawn? He's got rook b4 there. So I'd like to check first. So this pawn's pretty dangerous. I wonder if I can grab this pawn. Basically, can I blockade it or something? Grab it. Rook b3. Rook c8. Gould and Bennett. There's rook c8 coming up. Now rook b3 might be helpful though. b7, rook b3. Rook b4, king c8, b7. Rook b4, isn't there knight c5 to b7? Okay, if I just try and grab his that ending's not particularly hot. I haven't got many choices here. I could try this one. I think I need this Tarash roll, the brook behind the pawn. Is that... What about the rook in front of the pawn here, though? He's always got bishop b4. Okay. So knight c5, I think I'm running out of options. Check, king d8. I think I've run out of options, really. I'm running out of time. So there's b7. All that. Yeah, that queen's... I think I've had it there. Thanks. Well played. Excellent. Yeah, a fierce competitor. Excellent player. Okay. Olaf. It was losing, not time problems. I don't know what to do there. That pawn was very important. Okay, so bayonet attack. Yeah, I've played against bayonet attack in over the board. It is really quite a trendy thing, bayonet attack. With that early b4, so-called bayonet attack. Knight f6. Okay, so let's take this. Knight g6 and e4. I think knight g6 is still handy. It's possible maybe e4 coming up, or is it as knight d4 hits f5? Oh, why does he want to give up this bishop anyway? Why can't I just play? Okay, knight g4 looks good, threatening knight f2. But why would he want to give up this bishop? It's like these light squares. I might be threatening e4 now. This knight d4 looks a bit loose, these knights. Queen f6, I suppose bishop e3. At the moment he has to address f2 though. So f2 is the first thing, and okay, how's that parried? Rook f1, let's say e4, knight d4, queen f6. Is there anything better on rook f1? Let's have a look at this rook f1. Alright, e4 looks really good now, because there's no knight d4. In fact, aren't I threatening almost bishop takes and then knight takes f2? Because if queen takes, then neglects f2. Okay, so bishop takes, knight takes, f4 check, that sort of thing. Another way looking at, so there's knight f2 and then bishop c3. That maintains the dark square bishop, but getting this bishop seems like a nice idea. With that f4, that form pawn, f3 after. Okay, it's too tempting. It's okay. My dark squares are a bit weak, but maybe knight e5 after bishop b2 if that happens later. So here, knight f2, knight h3, f4, f3, king goes back, knight e5, that sort of thing. Knight g e5. Let's just check this out again. So queen takes, knight takes, king g2. Unless there's anything stronger, knight takes, king takes, f4, bishop g2, f3. Okay. f4 is going to interpose this. Friends mate, knight e5. Alright, so knight e5, f4, f3 still. Let's check this out. f4, f3. There might be f2 if king h1. If king f2, now knight g4 is almost tempting. There's king f1 that sort of wins the pawn on h2 with knight h2. I can't see if there's anything else there that wins the pawn. If I want a pawn, go back. And then think about something else, although that's rather cheeky just to win the h2 pawn. Do I need to do that? Exposes my king. What about if I did something else? Basically, let's see. Queen g5 supports e3 because queen e3 does knight g4. Mind you, h3 then. Oh, is it useful? Okay, knight g. Oh, is it useful to take out that pawn? Okay, I'm going to take out this pawn because I don't want h3 basically. And then go all the way back to e5 with the idea then of queen g5 without h3. Okay, this is ridiculous, but I didn't want h3. Okay. There's also bishop h3 first, king f2, queen g5. Okay, so queen g5 here. Oh no, I've just put myself in trouble, haven't I? I didn't need that hassle. Okay, queen g3 looks dangerous though. More dangerous perhaps for white, I hope. Because there's bishop h3 here. So rook h6, king g7. There is bishop h3 on the cards. There's f2 here, isn't there? That wins the queen anyway. f2. And it's also, I think it's checkmate, isn't it? Alright, okay, thanks, Olaf. Okay. Goggian Paul. So I'm a bit of variety. I don't want endless c4 like last week. I was starting to get bored of it myself, so e4 for more entertainment value. White's game is in its last throes, according to Breyer, one of the hypermodernists. So they were aware of the dangers of a literal occupation of the centre. So I think it stems from that, his quotation. When he said e4, 1e4, White's game is in its last throes, it could have been echoing hypermodern philosophy, basically. So I really do like the hypermodern era, by the way. I've got this evolution of style series you might want to check out on the Kingscrusher channel. But basically, it seems the hypermodernists had this mission to find useful exceptions to general theories. So they take general theories, question them, finding useful exceptions, so that in a way extending the general, more broader system of thought. So a major useful exception, sometimes you can attack the center with pieces from afar. You don't have to literally occupy it. So the system of thought about occupying the center is challenged, for example, and then demonstrated. Reti beat Capablanca in a key game, first round of some tournaments, demonstrating knight f3, the Reti system. And so you've got a lot of ideas that gains concrete examples and evidence that actually that they are useful exceptions to the broader theories. So very, very interesting, the history of chess there. These eras, but which are not spoken of today, because but there were distinct kind of eras. So bishop g5, bishop g5. So is this dangerous if I took this? Played this, knight d5. Alright, so if I took that bishop, and then what would be happening after? I don't really want double pawns. It's wrecking my pawns. I think I'd rather just give him a bit of activity and squash this knight's activity as well at the same time with b3. Is it possible that e5... It's okay to allow e5, surely. So if I played knight e5, I'm just wondering, is that the better knight to pick off? If that's a better knight, more central control than that one. Knight e5, I'm not losing f2. It should be okay. f4. As long as this knight's restricted, I'm happy here. You want some form pawns, Giovanni's. Okay. It's difficult. Can't guarantee them, but okay. I'll play for f5 here. f5. He's not sacking a knight, is he? Is he sacking a knight? Okay, so knight c6. Do I take off a pair of rooks? Put this bishop back. g6, f6, there is a kind of form pawn. Okay, if I bring my rook in over here, why didn't I just pin the knight and hit b7? That was a bit silly. Okay, that was being a bit silly there. Try and encourage that situation again. That's not happening now. I'll squish this knight because I want rook d8 without knight c6. There's no bishop. There's no rook a1. Nah. I'll squish this knight. Alright, thanks for the game, Goggin, Paul. Okay, Cobra. Okay, Retti's opening, knight f3. It's a chameleon opening. You can transpose. You can use it as a transposition tool, basically. But okay, it cuts out some variations. Let's go for. I'm going to go for a King's Indian attack. So I'll go for King's Indian attack. So knight bd2, queen e1 to e4. h3, and then okay, so knight h4 to f5. So knight h4 to f5. I'll play g4, and then it looks like a good sort of build up at the moment. g4, f3, queen, g3 or something. If I can get one of these squares like e4 square or the g file. In the meantime, there might be an attack on my pawn chain over here. Okay, can I play, if I played, I wonder what's best. You know, g takes might be best, because I'm thinking I'm giving squares away, like knight d5 to e3. Yeah, I think I just want to play with the g file here. So king h1, rook g1, knight c4, bishop g5. Alright, let's try and stop this knight being a nuisance. Is it like queen h4? Knight f4, bishop f4. Is queen h4 on the cards? He gets this pawn into f4 though. And it seems he's going to get a knight into e5 later. Okay, so basically, doesn't seem that great. What's the alternative though? Knight d2 to b3. Leave that knight on f4. Later take. Taking off his dark square bishop or not. Where would I want this knight if I kept it on the board? Interesting. Where would I want it? No idea where I would want it. It keeps the tension in the game more. Oh, is there a technical possibility bishop d2 to a5? Is that a nuisance? If he doesn't play a5 immediately, bishop d2, I've at least got control over a5. Is a5 a target with that knight? At least the knight's doing something. So it wasn't swapped off, it's doing something. It's hitting a5 now. So let's imagine he plays b4. I can't help but feel that he's going to have this structure with knight e5 and my bishop's not very happy. So let's say I played king h1, rook g1. Let's say this happens. I can go for his a5, but then I drop c2. Intriguing. FG, and then this is a bit of a grim plan, but I can play to take his a5 without. No, rook f2, knight f4. Is it better to allow him to take? At least it closes the G file. Oh, this is a bit grim. Rook f2 and then threatening AB and rook a5 without queen c2. If he plays knight f4, okay, bishop f4, rook f4, AB, rook a5. So I might be threatening AB, rook a5. If he plays knight f4, what about just bishop f1? Alright, I'll go with this greed plan. Maybe it's a square or two or something. I mean, it's not necessarily greed. I'm hunting squares here. But the squares I'm gaining, I want to gain from winning the pawn. Alright, there's no, okay, there's queen d8. If I played bishop h6, doesn't that help for queen d8 to sometimes be more effective? Okay. If I played queen d8 here, would that be a nuisance? Would it be pointless? Is it mostly pointless? I mean, it could be mostly pointless. Oh, okay, get the queens off at least. I'm looking forward to f4 maybe. And f5. Try and liberate the bishop. Actually, this undermines the pawns anyway. F takes, I undermine d4 anyway. The knight's again doing something. I'll fix this guy or not. Maybe king e3. Bishop reroutes somewhere. Bishop h3 to e6 or something. There's the possibility of d4, but first this without knight c4. I'm going to push these pawns in the center. So d5 might be sufficient at the moment. And knight d4 to e6. Or, well, maybe. I guess bishop g2 is tempting. King f4. d6. And kick the king off this. That supports e6 now. Alright, thanks for the game. Yeah, I think I was going to get positionally crunched if I didn't. If I had taken the bishop, I think it was devoid of counterplay. I think this is a situation John Nunn describes. He's got this book, Secrets of Grandmaster Chess, which is really cool. I think I'm just devoid of counterplay. If I had, it was like tempting just to take the knight, take on d6. So this is at move 15. So just a quick look at this. If I'd played knight takes d6 at move 15, yeah, black slightly, but what did I play? I kept tension on. Black's much better off. It likes c5 there, so okay. Yeah, the computer doesn't like my move at all. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, okay. Anyway, my point is that I felt knight f4 was coming in here with a really nice. Imagine this scenario. Imagine this. Unless f4's liability, I thought I was being sat on here, so to speak. I'm playing this one like this, and there's fg, and there's. Imagine this knight sitting on the bishop. You can imagine this scenario, and there's still c5, c4. So this is a bit dead for counterplay. I wanted to try and avoid that. Okay. Forestry. It's a 3-minute game, man. I'll go with this for bishop f4 against this trendy queen d6 line in the Scandinavian. Let's see. This is okay. Knight e5. He just takes off my bishop. Oh, he's not doing that now. I'll go with knight e5 then. Oh, my concern was taking off the bishop. You get some sort of attack over here with g5 because the bishops are covering some of the squares, so it might be more justified than usual. This closes up that bishop anyway. There might be a rook left. So queen h5 and a rook left. But I'll support the centre first. I don't want that to crumble too quickly. So queen h5 and a rook left idea. Well, that hits f7 anyway. So g6, say I move the queen, I'm still probably threatening knight f7 after, with the idea of queen h7, probably. Queen h6 is asking for bishop f8 though. But here I might be subtly threatening knight f7. Okay, it wins like 3 pawns at least. It's probably worth a punt because it weakens e6 as well. Probability wise, thinking like Leela chess. Yeah, Leela's in probability. The alphabet engines are in certainty of evaluation. I'm thinking probability wise. If I get 3 pawns here at least with a continual attack, king takes, queen g6, e6 dropping next. It looks reasonable for a 3-minute game, especially. As soon as this pawn moves, there's bishop h6. There's also the possibility of bishop h3 coming up as well, hitting e6 if needed. Okay, this hasn't been accepted. Okay, so I could play the check. The safe move seems to be the check. And just, for the moment, retreating. Unless bishop e5. He can always take rook e5, bishop d6. No, not bishop d6, rook e6. Mind you, then bishop h2, then rook queen e6. Why don't I just keep the bishop for a moment? There's no rook f5 at the moment. So I'm threatening rook e6. Can I not just build up on e6 here? This is the one I've weakened with that knight f7. So if I just double, there's also bishop e5 now anyway. Isn't that very strong? Isn't that winning a piece? That's a kind of weakness to the last move. Weakening e5. Sometimes moves have literal invitations associated with them. What I call weakness of the last move. It's like an invitation to use the e5 square. Okay, thanks for a stream. That was a fast one. So bushy for short. So Smith's Law defense. Sorry, hold on a sec. So king h7, d6, f5. Alright, can I take that? Or f5? Maybe I can take that. Maybe I'll play f5. Alright, if I take it here. I'm wondering if knight h4 I can take this one. I'm not sure about the tactics working for white here. Yeah, okay. Oh, can I take here? Alright, now knight here? Maybe. So possibly bishop takes h3 is interesting. Okay, I'll play bishop takes h3. Okay. And then knight takes f3. If I play knight takes and then knight f5, I'll take that one. Possibly knight f5 and queen h4. Alright, thanks for the game, Bushy. Okay. On please no increment. We've got a tight schedule here. Lombard. Okay. Lombard. Hi there. Knight f6. And King's Indian. Bishop g7 and play for e5. Oops, I forgot about that. Yeah, I was asleep there. Okay. What can I do to make the most out of this? Damaged king safety. Mind you, there's G file upside. Is there? Try and make use of the upside. Basically, rook G8. If life gives you lemonade, if life gives you lemons, yeah, try and make lemonade. Okay, so, however, this is very precarious. Knight E5 on rook G8, Queen E7. On the verge of trouble, big trouble. Although that seems maybe a little bit over enthusiastic. I hope. If I try and get rid of this guy, that's a horrible knight. Don't tell me. Queen C7. I don't want to see that. Oh God. Oh, there's Queen C7 as well, isn't there? Oh no, I shouldn't really talk about it. I shouldn't talk about it. Okay, no, he hasn't done it. Okay. Is there a rook G7? I'm playing knight E5 here. F takes bishop G4. No, that's not helping matters. It's gone H7, so I've got a free knight over here to do something. Is it here I'm interested in? Moving the knight somewhere. Oh, that looks pretty grim. What I've done was not helpful to the situation. Is there knight G3 before I collapse totally? Let's try knight G3. Because the queen's looking at H7. Okay. And knight E4, can I try and extinguish this diagonal before I get obliterated? Knight E4 locks in that bishop anyway. Positional consideration in the midst of carnage. That's a small positional consideration that the C1 bishop is hemmed in by its own pawn chain. I'll blunt this guy. Can I just get the queens off with Queen G7 or try a lockdown? Alright, try and get some peace activity. with f5. Maybe h5, just try and keep everything. No, maybe not. Or, well, possibly, actually, try and keep things closed for a moment. Can I win a pawn back, or am I losing pieces? There's no knight g6, is there? Okay, this might be a signal that I haven't been mated yet, so there might be some survival prospect. Bishop takes, bishop d6, rook e8. Bishop d6 and rook e8. Or maybe bishop g7 is more to the point. He's got knight f7 coming up. Oh, there's still an attack. If I play bishop g4, can I do that? Okay, this rook's active. He offers a draw. Okay, interesting. It's 30 seconds panic time, isn't it? Get my pawns off the. Maybe I should have accepted the draw. Okay. You know what? It's a draw, so I'm going to offer it here. Thanks. Okay, well played. Very well played. Yeah, that was good. I blundered early, and it was relentless for a while. Okay. A 3-minute game. Right, okay. 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4 elephants, 5 elephants, 6 elephants, 7 elephants, 8 elephants, 9 elephants, 10 elephants. Okay, I think we're going on to the next challenge. I'm going to walk this. Can't accept from a non-premier member. Okay. Can accept from premier members though. So we got a game here. So it's yeah, premium member challenges, please. Okay. I'm having difficulty pronouncing this. Talkmadita. I don't know if it's something like that. If it's supposed to be something like that. Not interesting name. Okay. So a fast and furious 3-minute game, huh? Aha. Okay. I'll go for this pawn that's been weakened. The h3 pawn has been weakened. It looks really interesting to sack a piece all of a sudden. No, I might be wrong about this though. Bishop f4 could be a defense. All right. Nevertheless, can I just bring some pieces out somehow? There is bishop f1, queen h4. Oh, okay. Queen h4, trying to keep the pressure of some sort on. Alright, that's as a pawn I'll take. I guess the idea is knight f6 at some point. Ah, see that. Connect the rooks or play maybe f4 is better. Yeah. So okay, if I support this e4 pawn with bishop c6, knight d3. Is that too adventurous? I'm wondering if that's a liability on d3. Grab another pawn. I think the knight wants to be on d4. That's cozy. d4 is well supported at the moment. And then bishop c6 if I get a chance. e3 or f3. f3 here. This mate on queen with queen g1 is or queen h2. Alright, thanks for the game, Talkmadita. There might be time for one more. Not a 5-minute game. Is there a time for? Is there a 3-minute challenge? Is there a 3-minute challenge available? Anyone want to do a 3-minute challenge quickly? Anyone? 3-minute challenge? just to fit game in that I haven't challenged before, maybe. Okay, nope. Oh, there is the mechanic. Hi, mechanic. We haven't played today, have we? Cool. This would be good to fit in. Thanks. So G4. Queen D2, Knight D5. Right. So King B8, huh? Can I stretch out over here with B5 plan? B5 plan. Aha. Is there a B file on the cards? So this is quite nice with that knight on D5 this position. Even nicer with B file pressure, probably. It's nice that these double pawns, they control central D4. This one. Oh, rook F7. Well, the rook's on F1. Why not? Rook F7. Okay. Actually, the F file might be. Oh, this is fun. Wonder King H2. Oh, there's Queen B4. Rook C7, C5 hits the Queen. That's interesting. Defense. That's interesting because the Queen otherwise has no scope over here. So hitting the Queen, which was missed. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Thanks for that quick game, mechanic. All right. I'll just mention this voucher code screen. So remember, the voucher code Kingscrusher can be used for a whopping 15% off premium memberships. So check that out. You can challenge me and other streamers. You just turn up 10-15 minutes beforehand, saying your challenges off, and it's on our challenge list. So that's great. I hope you enjoyed this week, and see you next week. Okay, thanks very much. Cheers then. Have a good rest of Sunday, and see you next week.